we got some pretty significant intervals of spodumene bearing pegmatite from that rep. So the goal of the winter program was to drill number 68,000 meters and continue to test the system and to see how far the mineralization actually continues. So what we just released last week was the first 4 holes. There's the visual results, and I think what was significant was hole 27 actually confirmed that the mineralization continues south.
All right, so hello and welcome to the Assay TV. Today, I'm really happy to be joined in our Hong Kong office with Alicia Milne, CEO, President, and Director at QTWO. So, Alicia, thanks for joining us here today.
Thanks for having me.
And it's always great to be able to connect with people in our hometown. But maybe, you can start with a bit of an introduction to yourself and QTWO and what's brought you to Hong Kong.
For sure. So I'm Alicia Milne, President and CEO of QTWO. QTWO is a TSX venture exchange listed company. We have 2 lithium projects in the James Bay region of Quebec. And we came to Hong Kong just to catch up with some investors. We have a conference that we're going to in Singapore after this. So we sent and catch up with a few people that we know of and that are investors in the company.
Excellent. Well, I hope you've had some really great meetings this week. And so, some of your recent news from this month highlighted some really excellent drill results at your flagship Cisco Lithium Project in Quebec. So maybe can you share a little bit about those details of those drill results and, what this means for the project?
Yeah, for sure. So last year we did an initial program on the Cisco project, which drilled there's now a total of 23 holes on the project as of this year. We got some pretty significant intervals of spodumene bearing pegmatite from that rep. So the goal of the winter program was to drill number 68,000 meters and continue to test the system and to see how far the mineralization actually continues. So what we just released last week was the first 4 holes. There's the visual results, and I think what was significant was hole 27 actually confirmed that the mineralization continues south. So I think we're over a kilometer on the actual mineralized swing.
Okay, amazing. And so, what are some of the next steps that you have planned project?
Next steps, really just drill our. Right now, we're just finishing. Well, we'll be finishing up our winter program soon. We will be done around April 20th. We have to stand down for traditional goose harvesting season for the First Nations of Mary, and then we'll be starting back up potentially January 1st. Okay. And then again, just drilling and continuing to expand on what we currently know and testing other areas.
Excellent. And so the project's located in James Bay in Quebec. And so in your view, can you talk a little bit about what makes this, a prime mining jurisdiction, especially within the lithium and battery metal space?
For sure. So, Quebec is a very, the government there is very supportive of mining in the industry. And there's a few projects to the north of us that, already had great success. Like you have your Patriot Battery Minerals, the Chittenden project, which, is going into a feasibility study right now. The area itself has a lot of improvements. So it's been very good working there. We're close to the town of Watauga, just 150 kilometers of something. So, having that town, which is an historic mining town, because there's a couple of gold mines in the area, is going to be very beneficial to us in the future.
Absolutely. And so just last month, it was announced that QTWO ranked 9th on the 2025 TSX Venture 50 list of top 40 companies. So, what does it mean to you and your group to receive this sort of recognition?
Yeah, in my mind, I've worked with many TSX companies over my career, and to actually be recognized by them for having had great success last year is, to me, it was an amazing feat. It was a good accomplishment, and it was amazing.
Absolutely better. And so looking just generally at the lithium market, so it is really a key component in batteries and it's been classified as critical mineral globally. So, where do you see the markets moving in the near term, and what should people be on the lookout for?
Hopefully the market's coming up. I think there's always going to be a need for lithium, as you get more and more electric cars out there, more and more electric systems, energy systems, storage systems, battery switches. It's like there is a need for it, and I think that's not. So
You're here in Hong Kong this week, and I know you're on your way to Singapore to share your message with investors. But maybe you could talk a little bit about any upcoming plans that investors should be on the lookout for.
Yep, for sure. So we're just going to continue to drill. I mean, we're planning 6,000 to 8,000 meters this winter program. That'll end April 20th. There'll be a short break in there. Generally speaking, we issue visual results after about 4 holes once the core has been cut and logged, shipped down to the assay lab. And then assays will flow shortly thereafter. So there's going to be constant news flow coming up. And we're here, we're going to Singapore, and we're starting to do a lot more events, trying to get the message out there so that people know about Cisco and about Q2 and what our plans are. Just getting out there, meeting people.
Absolutely. And we definitely look forward to welcoming you to some of the one-to-one events coming up this year. But either way, Alicia, thanks for joining us here on Unplugged.